roast beef and your lemonade.
Yummy. All right, how about this? A photo of a baby girl holding a rifle. It's a bolt-action rifle, igniting a firestorm of outrage in Connecticut. There's also a lot of support, though, for the dad who snapped this picture. The photo was posted on the shop's Facebook page, sparking comments like this. Not one thing wrong with pic. Was unloaded and bolt was open. Teach safety and respect of the gun young. That got this reaction. Educate? Educate who? The baby? Firearm safety for a 6-month-old? I don't think so. So you can see the mixed reaction to this photo. Leslie Marshall is a syndicated radio talk show host and Fox News contributor. Michael Graham is a radio talk show host for the New England Talk Network. Welcome to you both. So, gut reaction right off the bat. Leslie, you first.
Oh my God, disgusting. Yeah, I'm a mom, not a big gun gal. Don't want to take away anyone's guns, but I don't see too many 6-month-olds at the shooting range. I'm actually interested in how Michael's going to defend this one, because even the NRA doesn't have pictures of babies on their website. I don't think this is a good idea. And furthermore, it more so because it's in the state of Connecticut. I mean, this is pouring salt, I believe, in the wounds of people who that image might conjure up even more bad memories of children that they will mourn for the rest of their lives.
Michael, what do you think?
I think this picture is very funny, and it's the point of taking the pictures to be funny. I love the E-Trade ads. I assume that everyone else does too. And how many million? I bet right now Leslie has a picture of one of her kids holding a beer bottle, or there's a picture when she was a kid, you know, when Dad puts her next to behind the wheel of the car. You know, this is stuff you do with kids, but it's hilarious. What this is a reflection of is the absolute anti-gun attitude, particularly in the media and up in the Northeast where I do radio. My 14-year-old son, he told me when he turned 14 last year, he wanted to go to the local gun range, and we know a gun training guy, and he had a specially modified AR-15 rifle, what some people call an assault rifle. I took a picture of my son firing it for the first time. I posted on Facebook. Oh my gosh, I had attack after attack after attack. We're a horrible parent. How dare you do this? And sure enough, they also played the Sandy Hook card, which is ridiculous. Nobody's thinking about Sandy Hook in that context.
You know, the dad says he was in the gun shop and he rested it on the, on the baby's lap. The baby was in her car seat and she put her hands around it. He thought it was funny, so he put it on his Facebook page, and he never intended for this to be seen by so many people. Of course, that's what happens when you put anything out there on the internet. But I think it's the larger sort of questions that the picture brings up, because a lot of our viewers have said, look, it's not a big deal. This baby was in no danger. The bolt was open on this rifle. There was obviously, it was empty. It was not loaded. But it does raise the kind of issues that you both are talking about, and it's that issue of gun control and of whether or not something more should have been accomplished. The president said he wanted to accomplish more than he did after Sandy Hook. I mean, Leslie, that's what it conjures up for everyone, regardless of the innocence perhaps of this picture. And it's his father. It's his choice if he wants to take a picture of his child like that. Not something I would do, but it's his choice.
No, it is his choice, but like my mother said, never put anything down you don't want, write anything down you don't want the world to read. Well, now with Facebook, Twitter, etc., we shouldn't post pictures we don't want the world to see. And speaking of the world seeing it, we do need to remember that perception is reality. Do we want the world to perceive parents out there as putting guns into babies' hands? I mean, just think about how taken out of context it can be. Michael, your son's 14. He's not 6 months old. And with regard to legislation, Martha, there's no question. The overwhelming majority of Americans believe that, look, we need to have universal background checks. Many NRA members feel that way as well. And that is an area that I think should be pushed and put forth again in Washington by our legislators, because that speaks to the will of the people.
Michael?
I'm sorry, the notion that this guy even thought that people would react to this picture. What is there to react to? The 6-month-old's not going to sling the bolt-action rifle over his shoulder and head out for the nearest shopping mall. It was just a funny family photo. And the fact that we have some people, a frightening number here in New England, who live in absolute fear and terror of the concept of guns. This is all about hating guns. It has nothing to do with parenthood or safety or legislation. It's just
well, we now know that the Graham family babies are all pictured with beer bottles in their hands too, so there's that.
Yeah, my kids aren't going to be holding a beer anytime soon.
You don't have that
and
picture?
Michael, by the
No,
way,
I
Massachusetts
don't. I
has
don't
one
have
of the
any
lowest.
pictures
You really don't.
No.
You don't have any pictures where
I
you
don't
take your
either.
kid and put them in a context that makes it funny because they're a kid. You have no photos like that.
I don't know. Madonna
Wow.
did that with her kids. They were all holding like big liquor
No.
bottles on New Year's Eve, and we did a segment on it on O'Reilly. So anyway, all right. Thanks, you guys. Good to see you, Michael. Bye.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Leslie.
Thank
John
you.
Scott.